Everyone knows about the pop icon Britney Spears. What some people might not know is about the Free Britney movement. Today, I will be going over Britney Spears' early life, background, and rise to fame, her various controversies, and the Free Britney movement itself. And to truly understand where Britney Spears came from, you first have to look at her background. She was born in Macomb, Missouri in 1981 to her parents, Jamie and Lynn Spears. She was pushed into the spotlight at a very early age, being taken to dance and gymnastics lessons and even getting vocal lessons. Her mom had to pay for all of these activities some way, so she spent most of the Spears' money on Britney's activities, trying to make her a star to get them out of their financial struggles. And this caused a lot of arguments between her and her husband. And Britney's big break was when she auditioned for the Mickey Mouse Club when she was 8 years old. She was told that she wasn't old enough to be put in the cast yet, but the casting director thought she was talented enough to where she should go to a performing arts school in New York. And her mom moved her and her sisters to New York that year. Before she was able to star in the Mickey Mouse Club, she was on the television show Star Search, and she had an understudy role in the Broadway production of Ruthless. She was eventually put into the cast of the Mickey Mouse Club, where she starred alongside other big names like Justin Timberlake and Ryan Gosling and Christina Aguilera. In the 1990s, girl groups were all the rage, with the famous, very popular girl group, the Spice Girls, and groups like Destiny's Child and Innocence. There was talk of Britney joining the group Innocence, but she went on to audition for record labels solo, and most of them rejected her because of the girl group craze. But there was one record label that thought she had exactly what they wanted in a star, Jive Records. And that year, she was signed to, she had a 4-album deal signed with Jive Records, and she released her first single, Baby One More Time. It was a big hit. And her album, also titled Baby One More Time, is one of the most highest grossing debut albums of an artist of all time. And this turned her into an international superstar. And she went on to open for NSYNC and go on a tour around various malls in America. Since she was so popular and still so young, and she was performing on stage, everyone was talking about her, especially her more skimpy outfits. Everyone was talking about her appearance, and they were shaming her because they thought she was too young to be wearing clothes like this. And often in interviews, she would be asked very personal questions, things like about her sex life and if she has had plastic surgery or not. And she would always be very uncomfortable in these interviews. And in one, she said that she was saving herself for marriage, which actually made the gossip a lot worse. With all this pressure and stress in her life from everyone just trying to know so much more, she wanted to rebel. She wanted to tell everyone that she was an adult and she can make her own decisions. And she eloped with a childhood friend in Las Vegas. And the tabloids caught wind of it and her family sent a large team of lawyers to annul the marriage. And after this fiasco, she dated her co-star from the Mickey Mouse Club, Justin Timberlake. And as you may know, they had a very big falling out. And Justin revealed a lot about their relationship, even alluding to them sleeping together. And all of the drama that ensued from this breakup was turned towards Britney negatively, and the public started to view her more negatively. And Justin Timberlake did not hold back with his resentment for Britney, even hiring a lookalike for his video, Cry Me a River, which was written about their breakup. Some of her other various controversies include her having breakdowns over the paparazzi bombarding her all the time. She kissed Madonna, shaved her head, and she's had many altercations with paparazzi, and they even would say that she was endangering her children or traumatizing her children. Now on to the Free Britney movement and the conservatorship. After all of her stress and mental health issues and substance abuse issues, her family wanted to take control of her life just temporarily, just so she could get better and stop making bad decisions for herself. They wanted to be able to make her decisions until she was better. And so they tried and succeeded in getting a conservatorship over her. If you don't know what a conservatorship is, it's basically a legal document that says one person has control over another person's life decisions. And these are usually for people with dementia or Alzheimer's or some other mental health issue that would affect their daily functioning. And after she had one of her meltdowns with the fact that her child had to be taken from her to go back to his father, she got 5150'd, which is an involuntary psychiatric hold when someone is deemed to be in danger of themselves or others. And so they are mandated to go to a hospital. And during her long period of having a conservatorship, she recovered. She started to work more. She recorded 4 studio albums, went on a world tour, and had a 4-year-long residency in Las Vegas. And for 13 years, she was still determined to not be mentally well enough to make her own decisions. Fans caught wind of this, and as they were learning more and more, thus started the Free Britney movement. Everyone was angry that this pop icon was being treated so poorly by the people around her, and they wanted it to end. And in November of 2021, the court stated that she was released from her conservatorship after many, many years of trying to be able to communicate with the outside world and be able to end her conservatorship. We've learned a lot about Britney Spears today, so let's recap everything we went over. We went over her early life and background and her rise to fame, her various controversies, and the Free Britney movement itself. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you learned something today about the misunderstood pop icon Britney Spears.